So we have made it to the White Temple, and this is probably the most famous building in this whole compound, and all of this that's right by me, this bridge represents the gate to happiness. So you have to resist temptation, desire, and greed to make it to heaven. Up here, we have these two demons that actually represent death. They're called Bahu, and they're the ones who determine what happens to you in the afterlife. This right here is called the gates of heaven, which lead you to this beautiful temple. And for this part right behind me, we've made it to the temple, but they don't allow cameras, so I guess it's just time for you to create your own adventure. We're back again. So although I couldn't take you inside, I could definitely tell you about the crazy artwork that's inside. So they actually have murals that are golden and really traditional in like the Buddhist style, but then it's mixed in with like contemporary figures that we know. So like Pokemon, like Pikachu and Charmander and Michael Jackson. And probably the most impactful things for me, they actually had a picture of the Twin Towers after it had hit the North Tower. So one of the towers is on fire, and there's literally demons stemming out from that. And then wrapped around the Twin Towers, it's like a gas pump. And then the head of the gas pump is feeding gasoline into demons that are just thirsty. And the motif is basically telling you that people are wicked. And so you have to, just like that beginning bridge told you, get rid of the temptation, the greed, and that desire so that you can actually achieve happiness. Crazy and really impactful and gorgeous. Like, oh my God, you need to come to this temple. As we leave the White Temple, this one actually represents the mind. The one that we're heading to in now. This one, which is really beautiful behind me, represents the body. It's also the restroom building, which I think is like a really funny thing that the artist did. Like, get it? Because like people go to the toilet. Speaking of the body, I've been holding it. So I'm gonna go do that, and then we'll catch you after. Y'all, I'm sweating. We literally got here at probably 7:40? Yeah.
And the thing opens at 8.
Yeah. Okay, we were not the only ones who got the memo to be here right when it opened. Literally, there was floods of tourists, and we got in, and I'm like, Daniel, we need to run. We were literally the first people in the temple. We brought a tripod, and I was like booking it. I was like, I need this picture, this picture, this picture. And literally not 5 minutes after we finished taking our pictures, there's a line to go up the White Temple. Like, you can't go, it's only a one-way, you can't go like back out the front because there's so many people here. And it's like a Wednesday. So I don't know what to recommend.
We were thinking like, oh, it's middle of the week. Like on the way here, like everyone was doing their work day and like doing their morning routines. And we're like, okay, so like maybe it's gonna be less busy.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, we're wrong. So honestly, I wish I could give you a recommendation to, you know, come to Chiang Rai and come to the White Temple, which you should. It's
incredible.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, get here at whatever time of the day you want because it looks like it really actually doesn't matter. So
right, unless you're flying a drone. Come to find out, some lady like freaked out, and like usually here, it's like a rules freak out. She like straight up panicked, like she was afraid for me. And then I was like, okay, I'll put it up. Someone came over and explained like the guys that work here will come over and like be horrible to you and like harass you for an allowance.
Yeah.
So forewarning for you guys if you're ever coming over to Chiang Rai and flying a drone.
Yeah. And note that that doesn't mean that flying the drone is necessarily illegal.
It's not. You can do it.
it's just, I guess, like a Chinese tourist not too long ago flew the drone into the temple and then it broke something inside of it, and so people are already kind of bitter. That's my alarm, guys. Good morning. Broke something in the temple, which, you know, ruined the fun for everybody else. So we made it to the area of the White Temple where you're able to buy a lucky leaf. You're able to buy a lucky leaf for 30 baht, which is just $1, and then they have tables set up where you're able to write whatever your wish is or whatever your desire is and put it in this gorgeous decoration, which I didn't even realize when we first got here that it was just all lucky leaves. I thought that was part of the art, but it's actually just everybody's wishes. So soon, this little area right behind me is going to be filled with wishes too and be part of the decoration. How cool is that? So the White Temple is actually gonna be 9 different buildings in one. The most famous obviously being the one that you see right when you walk in, but it was built in 1997, privately funded by an artist who saw the old temple going to shambles. And so what happened was, he was like, this is destroyed. I'm gonna spend $1 million, so like 40 million Thai baht, to create and design and be the artist behind the temple as an offering to Buddha, because he believes that it's gonna give him immortal life. And now we have this beautiful place, except, so it was built in 1997, but it's not gonna be finished until 2070, which makes sense. Like, as soon as you walk in, everything is so intricate and gorgeous. So honestly, I'm surprised it's not gonna take like 300 years like La Sagrada Familia in Barcelona. So guys, don't waste your money buying any souvenirs here. They actually, on the way out, have these like little postcard things where you're able to get a stamp and right when you were here. The 31st. This is my friend. I called him Buddy. He looks like a buddy, right? He looks nice and gentle. The entrance to the White Temple is 50 baht per person. So with an exchange rate of 30 baht to $1 US, that's just under $2 per person to get into this wonderful compound. And there's tons to do once you get inside. Also, earlier we mentioned the time that you should get here because we were like totally surprised. Don't get here right at 7 because it seems like the temple is slow enough to where once you pass that big morning rush of everybody trying to beat the crowd, it's actually not that bad. So right now you would probably wait like 2 minutes for the photo that people were waiting 30 minutes for this morning. So keep it in mind. Hashtag Thailand problems. Because Daniel's a nice guy.
All right, gimme.
We have made it to the Blue Temple, and the Blue Temple is actually one of the newer ones. It was built in 2005, and there's no entry fee. Like, I'm really shocked that there are not more people here, but I'm not mad, because that means we get to have it to ourselves.
Yeah. I mean, a bunch of people did just show up in vans, and it's probably like 10 o'clock, so, I mean, it doesn't even look gated.
No, it's not. And then you walk in, and it's so ornately decorated and encrusted with gold. It's like really showy, offy. And the blue color is gorgeous. Such a rich and deep blue. And they're still constructing it. Like, literally we were watching a guy like plaster the pieces so that he could paint them later. It was really cool. This is ridiculous. This place is ridiculous. The ceilings are super duper tall. It is literally painted from ceiling to floor. Actually, maybe the floor is not painted. The floor is a rug. But like, up until the bottom. And the doors are these really heavy wooden things with gold plates that have been engraved and have like colorful little mirrors. They almost look like gemstones, but it's just like tinted mirrors. And there's these big Buddha images in all sorts of colors. And I don't know how they paint here. I'm not an artist and I'm no expert, but the way that they blend the colors is so seamless. Like they go from like, it's not like something that's just like painted orange. It'll be orange that goes into a yellow, that goes into a white, but so seamless. This is incredible. I'm overwhelmed. Behind us who is painting and plastering presently while we've been here. He has finished a column like in the last 30 minutes. Incredible. Boo! We just made it to the Black Museum. Happy Halloween. This one's for y'all, even though you guys are seeing it like 2 months later. Happy Halloween to us. But this museum is actually really, really creepy. So you know how the yin and the yang, there's a positive and then there's the dark side, right? Like the negative. Well, where the white temple was like everything that was nice and beautiful about the world, this is the one filled with dead animals and carcasses and bones and death. So let's go check it out. Hello, how are you? You're so sweet. Stop like that.